Welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. This is Jason, and it is Monday, May 4th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I did. I mostly stayed inside all weekend. We had a low pressure area over Cebu, and the weather wasn't so great. It was on and off rain. We need the rain, but I don't like to go out in it. So you're probably not going to see too many videos where I'm out in the rain. Well, lots has been going on since last Friday. The Philippines government closed down all incoming flights, all incoming international flights into the Philippines. The problem that they're having is too many overseas foreign workers are coming home because either they're losing their jobs or they would rather be home. And there's over 20,000 of them that are in their 14-day mandatory quarantine right now. With that being said, the government essentially has run out of space to take in any more Filipinos that are coming home from overseas. So they did a 1-week suspension of inbound flights, which has angered a lot of people because they gave like 9 hours notice that they were doing that. So there was many Filipinos that were at airports connecting flights to Manila, and then their flight gets canceled. So now they're stuck in places like Doha or London or Vancouver, nowhere to go, because those are just cities that they're connecting flights in. So they don't know anybody there. And I don't know about Doha, but London and Vancouver are two cities where hotel rooms are not cheap. So most likely those flyers are probably stuck in the airport for a week, so they have nowhere else to go. Outbound flights are still happening. Repatriation flights are still happening. It's just the inbound flights that are not happening for the next week or so. Starting Wednesday, the city, Cebu City, is going to start doing mass testing in all its different barangays. They're not going to test everybody. I think their plan is to test about 10% of the people, which is better than nothing. Cebu City has over 1 million people, so it would be hard to give everybody a mass test. But they will do that, and based on those results, they will determine if we come off our quote-unquote lockdown, our enhanced community quarantine. But I don't know. The city's got over 1,000 cases already. So I really don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to get extended to May 30th again. That's just my opinion, but now there's still too many cases every day that are being discovered in Cebu. Now other cities like Dumaguete, General Santos, other cities around the Philippines, they have gone to a community quarantine, which from the pictures I've seen, a lot of people are ignoring it. During a community quarantine, you're still supposed to be at home. You're still supposed to only go out for essential stuff. But from the reports I've been seeing, traffic is bumper to bumper in a lot of these places. People are going out. I can kind of understand that, I guess. We've been kind of cooped up here for a month and a half. As you can see, most of my videos have been here in IT Park. In a month and a half, I've left IT Park twice to go up to Country Mall. So, yeah, I can kind of understand them. In the general quarantine areas, you still can't sit in a restaurant to eat. You still got to take food away. But things like barber shops and dentists and doctors are open. The malls are open on a limited basis. They don't want you hanging out at the mall, so they turned off the Wi-Fi in the malls, and they raised the temperature on the air conditioning systems, so it makes people uncomfortable to hang out at the mall. I don't know if that'll work, but I do know a lot of people, Filipinos and foreigners, go to the mall for the free air conditioning. So without that, not as many people may want to go to the mall. So we'll see how that works out. Here in Cebu, there are no malls open. It's still the enhanced community quarantine. But all the islands surrounding Cebu, Bohol, Negros Oriental, some parts of Mindanao are under that community quarantine, so more things are open. The government has announced that flights can start between cities that are under a general quarantine. So for example, Dumaguete in Negros Oriental, they had a flight to CDO, Cagayan de Oro, and both of those cities are under a general quarantine. So if the airline wanted to start up that flight again, they could, but they couldn't start up a flight between Dumaguete and Cebu or Dumaguete and Manila. That would not be allowed, unfortunately. So I don't know if the airlines will do that or not, because a flight from one small place to another probably isn't going to make much money for them. Most of the people, most of the flights, they are to Cebu or they are to Manila. So two places that are kind of cut off at the moment. So we'll see in the coming days if Cebu Pacific or Philippine Airlines starts up these interesting routes. Ferries are still not going. They have used ferries to bring back some of the overseas foreign workers from Manila. There's controversy with that. Some of the island governors, province governors, didn't like that idea, and I could see why. There was over 20 who came back to Cebu who tested positive for the situation, as I call it. Over in Bohol, there was a handful. So the provincial governors aren't too thrilled about that, but it is what it is. Anything else? Oh, Thailand opened up somewhat yesterday over in Vietnam, in Saigon at least, and I think Hanoi and Da Nang. Some schools reopened, but some of the English teachers are not happy over there because a lot of the schools are not prioritizing English classes right now. They want the students to catch up on the other core subjects. So there are some reports of English teachers still being without a job in Vietnam, and there may not be a job for them until September, when the new school year starts. I forget if it's August or September. Malaysia, they reopened today, reopened most businesses, so we'll see how that goes. And I think the Philippines will be watching out and seeing how Malaysia and Thailand and Vietnam, how things go, and if there's a second wave of the situation that happens. If things go well in those 3 countries, I think we'll see the Philippines open up a little bit more. But that is just my opinion only. Anyways, that's all for now. Again, I appreciate all my subscribers. I think I'm up to 1,054. I got approval from YouTube to start making money from this thing, so I'm not expecting to make much, but a little bit is okay. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed, I added a feature to my videos. You see my logo at the bottom right hand corner. You can click on my logo, my Asia Unscripted logo, and subscribe that way. So if you want to subscribe, please do that. If you don't want to subscribe, you still want to watch, keep watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Please leave comments. I try to respond to most of them. And have a good week. This is Jason from Asia Unscripted, and I will see you guys next time.